Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about sperm. Okay? And we are going to be separating the myths from the facts. What is the untruth? What is a fact and what is not? What is the speculation regarding sperm and what is the fact? So we're going to have a look at these and then have a chat about those. Okay, if you do know anything or know something that I've not mentioned, we're here to learn from each other, so feel free to drop it in the description box below, and then we can have a chat. So I have seen countless facts regarding sperm and also the male reproductive cells. So for this reason, it can be very hard to split from the truth what myth and speculations are. Just because there's so many things about sperm. So sperm facts, let's go into this. Although many people obviously have some knowledge about sperm, there are also many misconceptions as well about it. So let's look into the facts of sperm. Sperm and semen are not the same. Sperm and semen are not the same. I don't know what you guys think, but let me read a little bit about that. So sperm cells are male gametes. These cells' function is to find a female gamete. Is that how you say it? Gamete. Don't come and laugh at me. Gamete, whatever. I'll put in a word there. It's supposed to find the female gamete with which to fuse for non-assisted reproductive to occur. So in this process, for example, the sperm enters the vagina, very simply put, by being expelled from the penis. This expulsion is known as ejaculation. So when this occurs, the sperm obviously arrives within the fluid created by the male sex organs. So this mixture of sperm and fluid is called semen. That's the explanation of the semen, okay? Number two, it says sperm takes a long time to produce. What do you guys think? Sperm takes a long time to produce. The process of producing sperm is known as, oh my goodness, guys, don't come for me, spermatogenesis. Okay, that's not too bad. Spermatogenesis is the process of producing sperm. Now, the testicles, which are the balls at the bottom of the penis, the male reproductive organs produce sperm. Inside the testicles are small tubes called seminiferous tubules. Wow, I'm using big words today. Bear with me. So spermatogenesis involves several stages. Hormones enter the tubules that house germ cells. With the help of these hormones, such as testosterone, the germ cells divide and share several times and change several times. They gradually turn into spermatids, which are young sperm cells, and then they grow and mature into spermatozoa, which with a tadpole-like head and tail. So that's what the sperm looks like. Kind of like has a little head and then like a tail, you see, wiggling about. That little thing can create a life. Anywho, we thank God for that. The sperm then travels through the epidermis, a tube behind the testis, before ending up at the vas deferens. That's another tube linked to ejaculatory duct. Very complex. Anywho, that's the explanation about that. Why we think sperm takes a long time to produce. Now we are going to be talking about the lifestyle choices that can affect the sperm count. The number of concentration of sperm in an ejaculate sample commonly determines the sperm count. Okay, so there is some evidence that lifestyle choices can affect this number of sperms. For example, Smoking has been linked to that. It's been linked to decreased sperm count. There is also an evidence of dietary changes which could play a role. And also, it's been suggested that increased levels of vitamin D might promote sperm production. So, what we want to talk about next is sperm count may vary with location and ethnicity. Is that true? Scientists know sperm counts have been decreasing in many Western countries. Now, according to a study, the average sperm count between 1973 and 2011 decreased by 59% in North America, Europe, New Zealand, and Australia. Now, we do not know yet. We don't understand what caused this drop. Okay, although it may be due to lifestyle changes, but there is also evidence of a link between ethnicity and differences in sperm production. Chinese males, for example, produce 70 to 173 million sperm cells per day. White males produce 193 to 380 million sperm cells per day. Okay. Okay, that's quite interesting. All right. So now let's move into the sperm myths. Okay, we've done the facts. These are the myths. It's been said that the briefs are bad for sperm count. Briefs are bad for sperm count. The pants that you wear are bad for sperm count. Let's have a look. Some people believe that wearing a tighter underwear can significantly lower a person's sperm count. However, scientific evidence suggests that it is an overstatement. So it's been suggested that males who wear boxers have a 70% higher sperm count than those who wear briefs. I'm guessing it's because you need to allow air to get to it. Allow air, let the thing breathe, let the space breathe, I think that makes a difference. Try it. Pre-ejaculate cannot lead to pregnancy. Pre-ejaculate cannot lead to pregnancy. You're having foreplay with somebody, the pre-ejaculate, so the liquid from a man that comes before he actually ejaculates. That's what pre-ejaculation is. Sometimes, obviously, that enters you and people think, oh, I've got something, a liquid from, he's ejaculated. Oh, he's ejaculated, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get pregnant. That's going to make me pregnant. Now, pre-ejaculation cannot lead to pregnancy. That's what the myth is saying. So let's find out. Pre-ejaculation is when the penis releases a small amount of fluid before ejaculation, as I just explained. This fluid is known as the pre-ejaculate. So although pre-ejaculate does not function to deposit sperm into the vagina, it can pick up living sperm cells as it travels through the penis. Okay, so for instance, one study found a healthy sperm within 16% of pre-ejaculate samples. Okay. For this reason, there is a small chance that exposure to pre-ejaculate could lead to pregnancy. I've always said this, right? I've had people kind of said, oh no, that's not part of ejaculation. It's different from ejaculation. But I feel, in my mindset, I feel that even whatever, a small or pre or whatever it is that comes out from the man, I'm sure it holds sperm. It cannot come out, there's nothing empty in that liquid, pre whatever, or after, or whatever. The pre cannot be empty. That's just my mindset. So I feel that even though it's pre, it's not really the ejaculation. It could still hold a small amount of sperm and can lead to pregnancy. That's what I've always told myself. So anyway, I'm just sharing that with you guys. And okay. The next one is sperm production does not change with age. Sperm production does not change with age. Many people believe that older males can produce sperm just as well as younger males. However, this is a myth. Although spermatogenesis continues throughout many males, sperm quality tends to decrease with age. Obviously, as you get into menopause, males also go through menopause as well. things start to decrease. You know, your progesterone, your estrogen, and everything else. Sperm is one of them. So it says that sperm from older males are more likely to cause genetic mutations in their offspring than sperm from younger males. Okay, and the next one we have is sperm cells are great swimmers. A male body produces millions of sperm cells every day. Okay, so in humans and other animals, sperm can move using a tail. This allows them to travel through the female reproductive, so they can travel through the female reproductive organs towards the eggs. This could give the impression that millions of sperm end up in a close race towards the egg, but it is not true. Many sperm cannot swim at all, or only very poorly. So, in fact, researchers know that many sperm cells move passively towards the egg. I hope that makes sense. We found out something about sperms today. What is a myth? What is true? Obviously, like I always say, go and do your researches. Read, guys. Research. But it's quite, it is pretty interesting, the things that surround sperm, how powerful a sperm can be and what it can do. Like, it's amazing. Okay. So, yeah. I hope that has helped. I hope you've enjoyed that little chit chat about sperm. So if you didn't know something before, maybe you do know something a little bit now, because I did. And I hope you, think about that next time you're allowing sperm to move around your reproductive, wherever. Have a good week, and I'm going to see you guys soon. Ciao.